Hey you! By the title, you might have guessed that I have motion sickness, and naturally I came up with this video in the car while being sick. My only thought was, I'm so gonna make a video about this. First of all, what is motion sickness? Motion sickness is described by the internet as an illness caused during motion travel. It has something to do with your inner ears being confused by being in motion, which in turn causes you to be very sick. Now, if you're a normal person, you don't get motion sickness. You feel as if you're just sitting in your room, no pain, no nothing. But for people like me with motion sickness, I feel absolutely awful in the car. I get cold sweat, my skin turns deathly pale, I feel nauseous, etc. Well, for me, I've come to the conclusion that it's genetic. And I've concluded that it came from my dad's side of the family, and I've also concluded that it came in stages of a sort. By that I mean, from my dad to each one of my siblings, it goes from the least severe to the most severe. Starting with my dad. He had some motion sickness as a kid, but eventually grew out of it, and now he gets none. Then to my oldest sibling. They don't get it as long as they read a book or something. Then to my brother, he doesn't get it as long as he goes on his phone or looks out the window. Then to me, the youngest and the last child, who sadly got it the worst. I'm the only one who has to take medication for it anytime I go on a car ride over 30 minutes. And yes, I've tried every hack in the book. Ginger ale, saltines, limes, closing my eyes, reading, but none of it ever works. And I'm 16, I haven't grown out of it yet, which kind of worries me sometimes. Luckily, we are in the modern age, and I have medication I can take that will help me. And whenever I do take it for a car ride, it's like, are you telling me that this is how normal people feel? Lucky ducks. One thing that does work for me in the car if I'm not with any medication is listening to music. I think it's because I'm too distracted by the music to feel super sick, and having the window open helps so much too. This is probably a hot take, but I really don't understand how people love car smell. I hate it. Honestly though, I think it's just a motion sickness thing because I've only heard of other people who have motion sickness not liking the smell. Another really weird thing is how much Teslas trigger my motion sickness, so bad to the point where the music trick doesn't work anymore. I think it's due to how smooth Teslas are because when they come to a stop, you can't feel that. That in turn makes me even more sick because I can't feel the halt. I am not used to smooth stops. My whole life I grew up with a car from the early 1980s, so the halts are able to be felt. Naturally, I got accustomed to it. Again, I'm glad I was born in a time where medication for this type of struggle is over-the-counter available at pharmacies. With this type of condition being so common, I really don't hear people talk about it at all, and with this being something so prevalent in my life, I might as well make a video about it. Not to raise awareness about it per se, but to help people understand it better, because I know people who don't understand it very well. So please, if you have a motion sick friend, let them listen to their music. With that being said, I hope you enjoyed, and I hope to see you next time. This end thing is gonna be completely unscripted, so I'm just gonna go along with it as I go. So first of all, happy belated Thanksgiving if you celebrated it. I hope you had a good time. So November was a slow month, to say the least. Nothing really happened, but also a lot happened. Obviously there was a delay on this video, but you all were very supportive, and I appreciate that a lot. This is obviously a shorter video, which I mean most of my videos are, but compared to last video, this one's pretty short. I wanted to go longer with the script, but I think at some point I just couldn't think anymore of what to add to the script, so I don't know. I think it turned out fine though. Anyways, I'm gonna get out of here now. Goodbye.